We are back. It's been a minute. This is Laker Loyalty
Yes,
with
sir.
my co-host Black Muse, So
What
Damn
up?
Ice Cold, and I am Egyptian Laker, aka Samurai the Seventh. What up, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Man, I'm feeling really good
Man,
about finally getting back on the
it feels good
platform.
to be back.
Yes, sir. My sentiments exactly. It feels great
For
to be back.
sure. It feels good.
First time we're all
Good to
together in
see y'all brothers.
2026 too.
Yep.
So that feels good.
Yep.
Happy New
Yep.
Year,
Happy New Year.
February.
Yeah, we've had a nice little hiatus.
Oh, happy Black History Month too.
Like
Yes,
Happy
Yep.
Black
sir.
History Month.
Black History
Yes,
Month.
sir.
Ramadan
All of that,
Kareem,
man.
Ramadan
Yes,
Mubarak. We got a
indeed.
lot of
Uh,
celebrations going on.
even though we didn't get the W, it's another special occasion because we played the
Hmm.
Boston Celtics tonight. So for us to get together after that, I think stars kind of aligned a little bit, but
Hmm.
so that's another special occasion.
For
But yeah,
sure.
man, I'm eager to talk a lot about the Lakers. What I see, what I want to see, all that kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, you want to start us off, uh, Samurai or Egyptian Laker?
No, go ahead. So you
Egyptian Laker?
start off. Go ahead.
Okay, so
What you want to get into? There's millions of things we could talk about. You go
I
start. Just kick
know
it off.
it's
Kick
so
it
much.
off.
So let's just start with tonight's game.
It's a million things.
Because I feel like that's a nice starting place. So we played the Boston Celtics tonight. Actually, no, I don't even want to start with that. I changed my mind. Call it audible all of a sudden.
Let's do the
We got to
audible.
talk about Pat Riley
Audible.
being honored tonight.
Oh
That's what I want
yes,
to start with
There
talking
you
about.
yep.
go. There you
Pat Riley
go.
was
There
honored
you
tonight.
go. There you
Got a
go.
statue outside of what we affectionately call Staples, but is now called
Hmm.
Crypto. And Alante had a room about it earlier. Now I didn't know what was happening, and I was doing something, but I got the little I noti that he was in a room, and I'm like, the Celtics game's not for a few hours. What is this? And it was the ceremony. They were talking. They even had the dude who played Gordon Gecko on Wall Street.
For real.
They've had Michael
I missed the
Douglas. Michael
the whole
Douglas was
thing.
there. Yeah,
Michael
bro. They had
Douglas.
Michael
Damn.
Yeah.
Douglas. They had
Yeah,
I heard
Magic
Michael
that.
Douglas.
Johnson.
I heard they even
Uh,
had some of the Celtics from the '80s were there. Like so. Well, I don't know if they were there because it was a
No,
Boston game,
no.
but also Pat. I know Cedric Maxwell was there.
I think they were
I know he
present. I
Yeah,
don't know
was.
if
Cedric
they
Maxwell
even.
was there. I did
Yeah,
see
I
Yeah.
that.
don't know if they were. I don't know if they
Oh, for
spoke.
the ceremony.
Yeah, but
No,
they.
the hell no, they ain't speaking.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
saying is
Okay,
just they
my
were
bad. I
there
misunderstood
out of
you. I
respect.
misunderstood.
Yeah, they were.
No,
I
they
know.
were
Well, I
there.
know Cedric
They didn't
Maxwell was
speak
at the
though.
game. I'm
Yeah,
assuming they were at Pat Riley's
yeah.
uh, statue unveiling.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting. I didn't watch it because I was like literally like studying some stuff, but I was listening to it, and it was interesting to hear everybody saying nice things about Pat Riley. I think Pat Riley is one of the most deserving coaches
Hmm.
to get a statue, and it's one of those things where it's like they're just now giving him a statue. Like they should have been gave him that statue.
Hmm.
Like that's kind of like how I feel about him. I also feel that way about Phil Jackson, but it's not his day. Today's Pat Riley, and I liked what I heard. I really, I really wish there would have been some others that could have spoke today, but I'm not
Hmm.
mad at who they had speak. I loved that Magic Johnson spoke. I loved his words. Michael Douglas was just random, but I actually ended
Yeah,
up kind of like liking it. Like after a while, at first I was like creeped out. I was like
they
not
gotta
creeped
be
out, but I was just kind of like,
friends.
yeah, no. Apparently they are, and that's
Yeah.
They are.
basically
They're
what he
friends.
said.
Yeah.
But it was just interesting. I was just like, this is such a random thing, but it's like, all right, well, they're cool. They're buddy buddy or whatever. Um, they also had Dwayne Wade speak, and
Hmm.
that was cool to have him
That's
speak. I
cool.
think he
Yeah.
spoke first, or he was one of the first people I heard. But all in all, that he got a
Yeah.
statue was dope, and that's gonna be. And I haven't even seen what it looks like yet, but I'm gonna look that up. But that there will be a statue outside of crypto honoring Pat Riley, one of the greats. I think is awesome, and yeah, it's just he's just a legend. So that's my take, kind of what I saw. But I know you were in the room with me. So that Ice Code, what did you think about everything? Because you probably watched it, right?
Yeah, I did. I watched it in its entirety, and honestly, it was well deserved. It should have been. He should have been had a statue. Um, and man, like it just goes to to show how vast Laker culture is,
Hmm.
and how much Pat Riley is a pillar in that. So I remember like we'd be on Clubhouse and we say things, and I'd be like, man, I'm like Miami Heat, that's Lakers East. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
same culture. And I think today, like Pat Riley kind of emphasized that because he had no prior coaching experience up until that point. And man, like it's just a great gesture for an all time great coach. And y'all know how I feel about Riles. He's top three of my all time coaches. So today is Riles Day, and I look forward to Phil's Day.
There
Yeah,
you go.
Samurai, I know you
Yep.
didn't get a chance to see it, but I mean, just share some thoughts on Pat Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah, Perry, it's first coach I've ever knew. Not personally as a kid, like, growing up in Showtime Lakers. I
Mhm.
can't remember the actor's name. It's Adrian, the actor that played him in the Winning Time series. I want to know
Yeah.
if he was there. Adrian, he's the the actor that played Pat Riley. He did such a good job playing Pat Riley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forget his name. It's Adrian
he's
something.
weird.
I know you're
I'm
talking
wondering
about
if he
that.
was there. And then I just saw the statue a while ago, and Adrian Brody, that's his name.
There you go.
And I was wondering if he was there 'cause he did a great job playing Pat Riley. And then also,
Yeah, he did. Loki
some of my
looked like him
kids,
too.
Yeah, he
yeah, he
does.
looks a lot like him. Say hi really quick. Sorry, the kids want to say hi before they go get ready for bed.
Hey,
All
Hey.
right, okay, good job. Say go Lakers.
hey, the
Yeah, good
Laker,
job.
the
Okay,
Laker
nice.
kids.
So yeah, Adrian Brody. I wonder if he was there. And then what was I gonna say? It was cool. I saw that his pose is he's calling the play for Kareem. I guess that was Kareem's. Whenever he put the fist in the air, that was to call the play for Kareem at the end of the games. I heard Michael Thompson talking about that. So that's a really cool thing. I still don't even know where the statue is. It'd be cool if it was near Kareem's statue. I don't know where it is. You guys probably know where they
It is.
placed it.
I believe it's located in front of Kareem's and Magic's. So
Oh,
just
that makes sense. That's
so
perfect. That's
so
cool.
so if you're facing it, it'll be left to the left of Kobe,
Love the Kobe's.
in
Yep.
front of Kareem and Magic. Yeah.
Wow, shit. We're running out of space for statues. It's getting crowded over there. It's getting
Yes,
crowded. They
sir.
have to.
Yeah, it
Um,
is.
yeah, that's cool, man. I got Pat Riley. Wasn't he like between his tenure in LA and Miami? He's got like the most like finals appearances as a coach and executive or something. Some crazy stat I remember seeing. Like he's been in like a third of all NBA finals in history or something. Something crazy. I might be exaggerating the number, but man, yeah, big shout
Yeah.
out to him. Like you all
You're
said, he
not.
should have probably had his statue earlier, but take her time. I'm glad the statue looks like him.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a Dwayne Wade statue in Miami. That's funny. Dwayne Wade's probably seen all of our statues in LA. He's like, man, I should have played for Lakers.
Bruh.
All these statues look like the players. Uh,
Bruh.
but yeah, it's cool, man.
Right.
I wish we got the dub though. I mean, it would have been a perfect day because
It would
they
have.
planned it around the Celtics. Pat Riley probably would have liked it, but it was good. So shout out Pat Riley. Also, I just found out that I guess Michael Cooper can't be there. Wasn't there because he has some serious health issues right now. So big shout out to Michael
Oh
Cooper.
no.
We all hope you get better. The
Yes,
only
sir.
Laker that's been on our pod so far, by
Yeah.
accident or maybe by divine
Right.
intervention.
Yeah.
So, we all hope. I know we all hope he's gets better and opposed to. And I guess he just had a grandkid too recently, Michael the third.
Nice.
Yeah, he did.
His
He
oldest son
did.
is
He did.
Junior. But
Shout out to
yeah,
Coop. Shout out
shout
to
out to
Coop, and
Cool.
we hope that he gets better soon.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
I stand by everything you said. I think it's great to watch these moments where the legendariness of this franchise gets to be put on full display, and all of that history of winning that defines the culture of our fandom to a large
Hmm.
extent, and defines kind of what this franchise means to the history of the league, even I would say, and really to the history of pro sports broadly, and also to the history of LA sports. It's just like these moments are like one of those moments like you got to take it in, and the thing is like our franchise is like there's gonna be more moments like that to come. Like I'm already looking ahead down the road. Phil
Hmm.
Jackson's gonna end up getting something. I think that's obvious. I think that's coming. I think Luca, after his stint, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I do think that
Yeah.
Luca is the kind of player that
We need a chip.
eventually
We
that
need at
will
least a
happen.
chip or two.
We
I would.
do. But I'm
I
just
was.
saying,
I
I
would.
see that in his, I see
Uh,
that in his trajectory is all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I'm saying it's definitely a possible, like a very likely
oh yeah.
possibility if
It
it
should.
goes the
Yeah.
way we think it could go.
That
Yeah,
should be a goal of his because that means it'd be at least a one or two championships. He'd have one if
yeah,
that happens. I was. I got to be. I would have loved to go on the statue unveiling and just unable to make it. But I was at Kareem's statue unveiling, and that was amazing. And I got to go to the game. I was like a Phoenix Suns game on like I don't know, it was a random game, but that was a really cool experience because like all the Laker legends were there. Jerry West, RIP, was there. Magic, Cooper, Worthy, like Pat Riley, like the whole '80s Lakers was there, and they all got to speak. It was really cool. So yeah, we do dope things in LA, City of Champions.
Yes,
We
sir.
treat
Even
our
though we
legends
lost
right with the
to
Lakers,
Yeah.
Boston
unlike.
today,
But
yeah.
apparently, random.
I mean,
Apparently,
it's
apparently, the Dodgers won tonight.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know they played.
yeah, they did. We beat the Padres.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
spring
the Dodgers
already.
won.
That's
Beat the
crazy.
Padres.
Already got
Yeah.
spring training already.
Yep, spring
Yeah, it's
training,
moving
baby.
quick.
Three-peat loading, baby.
Yeah,
Three-peat
Dodgers got a
loading.
three-peat
No.
before they have a lockout. We gotta get the three-peat.
Yes, sir. But go ahead, Alonso. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, but I wanted to pivot more towards the game because like we did lose to the Celtics tonight, although I definitely wanted this win. And I feel like since we've come back from the All-Star break, guys are healthy now, but I think now it's time to pull it together, pull it tight. And it's to the point to where like guys lose focus, and I can't. I don't know why that's a thing. We've been dealing with this like all season. It's kind of been our theme this year.
Mm,
We've been lacking defense. We've been lacking defensively. We have spurts to where we pick it up, but as LeBron James said about a week and a half ago, like we can't maintain it for 40 plus minutes, and
hmm
that's harming our team. So like the thing is for me, man, as I've said on this podcast, I've been wanting Giannis Antetokounmpo to be a Laker, and as those trade talks heat up,
hmm
I want to let y'all know we get Giannis. I'm gonna be talking shit. Absolutely, I'm gonna be talking shit for a very long time. Telling y'all this right now. Be sick of me. I'll be
uh,
laughing because like the thing is just like we have the aura to be a great team, but I don't think everybody's just committed to the game. And I think Giannis' passion that he brings to the game is something that we could use. And
for
I think
sure.
that seeing Pat Riley today and how all the guys still showed up. Like these guys are like really like it's beyond team at this point. Like they
hmm
haven't played together in decades, and they still find a way to show up for each other. They still go on reunions with each other, and that's the type of feel that I would like for our team to be, for everybody to be in it together, and it not just be on no just on some coworker shit. Like nah, like we're trying to accomplish a goal here, and I think Pat Riley spoke to that today. And I hope a lot of the current Laker players were able to see that because like it's not just about the name on the back of your jersey, as my man Egyptian Laker says all the time. It's about the name on the front of the jersey. And to echo what Rouse was talking about, it's about how great you want to be. You know what I'm saying? We made it to the NBA, cool, but how do we make it? How do we put our imprint on the game? And I hope that these guys can see that because the effort I seen tonight wasn't really it. Wasn't really it. Didn't feel like a rivalry game. It just felt like a regular game. And I have a disconnect when I feel like I'm caring more about the games than the guys that are actually in the
hmm
game, than the guys that are
Yep.
actually wearing the jersey, than the guys that are actually getting paid to do this shit. So
For
it's just
real.
like, yeah, I kind of tonight we're gonna remember Riles, but I don't and his tenure with the Lakers, but I don't yeah, I'm not rocking with our how our team is constructed right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think, and it's not just tonight. I mean, this has been an ongoing trend, and I know that we've had injuries and people in and out of the lineup, but that definitely speaks to consistency and our ability to execute schemes. But defense is not just a matter of schemes and knowing where you're supposed to be. Defense is also a matter of things like focus, things like hustle, things like give a fuck.
hmm
Like you can't like I'm seeing things like and LeBron has done this in the past, but Luca, got fouled, didn't get the call, and
True.
rather than get back in transition, he's complaining to the ref about
Complaining.
not getting the call. And like for your best player to do that on a fairly regular basis and kind of give the fuck up on defense effectively, that I think trickles down because now players either got to be superhuman and compensate for that because now it's an advantage you give the other side and they got to try to hustle. But it's like, well, why am I going to hurt myself if the best player on the team is not even giving a fuck? So there's a little bit of that I think is starting to creep in and it kind of shows. But also, even when the Lakers get back, it's like their defense is like almost
Mm.
non-existent, and it's a personnel issue.
Yeah.
But on top of the personnel issues, just the baseline. On top of that, it's like not giving a fuck. It's the little things, and this is the stuff that we can actually like address, so that now we're just left with okay, people are out of position, or people are undersized, or people are not as strong, or people can't jump as high. Like I could actually deal with just that layer. It would be frustrating, but I could deal with that. But on top of that, to have a bunch of motherfuckers that are just making errors, like it's like, come on, dude. Like, so that's
Yeah.
frustrating to watch.
Right.
And I think ultimately it's like the Lakers are better than they played tonight, particularly
Yeah.
offensively. It's like if you just have a good physical defense with the Lakers, like there's just too many people on the roster who will like kind of cower instead of like show up.
Yeah.
And I want more dog. I want more diabolical. Like, nah, I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm finna score anyway. I don't care how good you are on defense. Like, I want more of that. And Luca has it at times, but when Luca's shot's not falling, I've seen even him, especially against somebody like Jalen Brown, like a defender like that who can strip him and stuff like that. Like he'll kind of like like not perform as well as he can. Like tonight, I
Yeah.
believe he only had like what 28 points or something. He finished the game with,
Mm.
but I think he had like 18 at the half. I'm looking at the stats right now. Luca had 25 points, but he had 18 at the half. So he only scored like 7 more points in the second half, right? And he kind of like got shut down. Reeves had ended with 15. LeBron ended with 20. Aiton only had 4 points. And I know that the big man for the Celtics is actually decent. Like I actually like him, but for
Kata.
Aiton to like only have
Kata.
the woman that starts with the Q, yeah,
Kata.
yeah,
Kata.
exactly,
Yeah.
Kata,
Yeah.
yeah, Kata. Um, for him to only to
Portugal.
end with 4 points and 7 rebounds, yeah, exactly. For him to end up
First.
four
First.
point seven
First player.
rebounds,
My bad.
2 of 6, he was 33% from the field. Um, and Marcus Smart started actually tonight. I didn't realize he started, but he started tonight and had 0 points. And like I think he had more
Damn.
technicals than he had points tonight. Like that's crazy. He
Yeah.
was
Lakers
zero
had
for
three
five from three.
techs. Too much
Luka.
complaining.
One was Austin, one
Yeah.
was
Luca
Marcus
got
Smart,
one. Austin
and
got
Luca got
one.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, their bench was ridiculous. Like Pritchard came off the bench, he
Yeah. I
dropped
heard
30
Pritchard
points in
went
38
crazy.
minutes. So their bench outscored ours by far. It was crazy. And Jalen Brown had 32 points. So it's like the Lakers just got outworked and out hustled tonight. And like I'm tired of seeing that be a consistent story. This is
Hmm.
why when we match up against teams like Minnesota in the playoffs, we actually struggle because you have those kind of like lengthy, long, athletic wings who can stay in front of Luca, be a bit physical, and to the extent that the refs allow it, if Luca doesn't get the foul calls, like or whoever, it could be Reeves, whoever doesn't get the foul call that they're expecting, then they're not as effective. And so like it's like they need it. And I just feel like our offense is better than that. So that's what I'm seeing, and I saw it tonight again. It sucks to lose to the Celtics in general, but I think that the Lakers are playing
Man.
mediocre basketball. Like the Lakers are playing like a first round exit team. So that's kind of where my expectations are at this point in the season. But what have you? I know you didn't get a chance to see the game. You heard about a little bit about it, but what are you seeing in general from the Lakers? From what you've been able to see recently, Egyptian Laker.
Um. I mean, you pretty much covered a lot of it. I'm kind of disappointed. I know Aiden has had kind of consistent numbers, but that the fact that he's been getting taken out of games a lot, and it's funny because you know Jackson Hayes got what pulled from the playoffs last year, right? JJ obviously gave up in him. I feel that I feel
Yep.
Jackson Hayes improved a lot this year, and it's funny that we got Aiden, and we're like, cool, we got a solid center, and Jackson will be a good backup. And now we're getting towards the 2/3 mark, 3/4 mark of the season, and it's like JJ's now relying more on Jackson Hayes than Aiden. Which is good for Jackson Hayes, but Aiden, he just he's not that aggressive center that we're just used to, having Shaq. Even Andrew Bynum was aggressive when he played. Even Pau Gasol had his spurts. Pau Gasol was just overall skilled all around. We don't have to worry about him. But yeah, I just I think it's contagious. Like when there's not effort from one or two people, the aggressiveness, the effort, like especially on defense, is not there. Then it just kind of spreads. Like you said, it's not just a personnel thing, which it is, but it's also an effort and hustle issue. Um, I don't know. I still, I'm still optimistic. I still have faith in this team. I really thought the game was gonna be a lot closer today. I mean, it also just shows how the Celtics are still a pretty good team. I hate saying that. I hate those words coming out of my mouth without Tatum,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Um, I've always been a fan of
Right.
Jalen Brown. I like Tatum, but I actually always like Jalen Brown a lot, even though he's had some crazy hairstyles in the past. His hair dye rubbing off on the jersey. That shit still kills me. Oh my
Yeah.
god, he's got crazy looking braids.
Just real quick, to your point that you thought the game was going to be closer, I did too. Watching it from the first quarter because it was close in the first quarter. I think there was several lead changes and the score. I think no team was got a greater lead than like 2 or 3 points at any point in the first quarter. And then by the end of the second quarter, by halftime, Lakers were down by 10, and then the
gave
Lakers
up.
never recovered. Well, they didn't give up, but they just they went on a run at the end.
Yeah.
And Lakers kind of like, all right, they went on a run, so we're like, all right, and then the second half they didn't really do much. Like they kind of lingered around 8 point, 9 point, 11 point leads, and then it exploded in kind of the predictable way that we've seen because Lakers be bullshit at the game.
So in my eyes, they gave up.
Bullshit on
That's what I'm.
I mean,
still.
basically, but it's.
I mean, like not like
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
right. They gave up, but
Yeah.
their effort was slowly letting up. And I'm also
The
mad
effort wasn't
because
there, and it's
yeah.
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'll just say one last thing.
Go
I'm mad
ahead.
because if we won this game,
on.
it would have shot us up to third place. That's all I want to say. I was just looking at the standings.
Yes.
We would have been like 1 percentage point above Nuggets. Like we would have
Better than the
had
Nuggets.
one less we had one less loss than them before we lost. They had 22 losses, we had 21. We had one less. We would have had one less win, but the winning percentage would have put us like above them by like half a point.
Yeah. Yeah. What were you gonna
Yeah,
say?
and that's the thing for me.
Yeah.
With this team, like we consistently deal with a lack of effort on defense. So much so to where we watch this team so much, we know when guys miss defensive rotations.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the thing is for me, it's just like the attention to detail's not there, and so like I'm not mad at Charles Barkley for popping it before you interview Austin Reeves the other night. But the thing is, like, bro, like with Chuck, it's just like, all right, like I don't want to be disrespectful to an NBA legend, but it's just like, bro, you ain't reached that mountaintop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you got as many rings as me, and I've never seen an NBA floor. So the thing is for me, it's just like, bro, just let these dudes play and kind of keep the harsh comments to yourself because this is like it's unnecessary. And like the thing is because like when people like Charles Barkley say that, people forget that Charles Barkley is an NBA legend. It's a fraternity that you got to be a part of to be able to speak on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like just because like guys aren't at that level where you feel like they should be doesn't mean that you can't pour into them and try to encourage them to be better. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with that situation with DeAndre Ayton. I personally feel like if DeAndre Ayton doesn't absolutely kill it these last few games, he's not going to be in the league in 2 years. Nobody's going to pick him up.
This is his last
just because of his
real
motor,
chance.
His motor, right? His motor, lack of attention, even floor spacing. He understands floor spacing enough, but it's not well enough to catapult him to that next level. He's one of the league leaders in field goal percentage, but you couldn't tell because he's just like, if he don't get the ball, you're like, oh shit, all right.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, bro, like it needs to be more intent with his movement, and he's not intentional when he's on the court. This is the reason why Jackson Hayes plays more than he does. So it's just like, bro, like if guys can't figure it out, if guys can't get there, like hey bro, new ownership, Dodger, man, you see, new president of business operation, my man, he was Magic's old manager. Shout out the line. it's about to
Rosen.
change very quickly, bro. I don't think they understand. Like, yeah, it's the Lakers, but we just did some shit that has not happened in 40 years, over 40 years. We just changed ownership. They're about to come in,
Yeah,
bring their own people
crazy.
in, and if you are not conducive to winning or have that winner's mentality, like, yeah,
Yep.
you might be out the door, bro. You might be out the door. And as quiet as it's kept, Luka, you gotta pick up defensively. You gotta stop.
Yeah.
You gotta talk to your teammates more on defense than you do to the referee on offense.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think
We
Luka
gotta.
will be fine.
Yep.
Yeah, and I
I'll
mean,
let y'all take it
and
with that.
I also think that roster construction needs to compensate for that not being Luca's strong suit, but Luca can do certain things. He has certain control within his limited ability to be a little better than he's being. To be fair to you, but I
Mhm.
and not that you disagree with this. I think both of you ultimately agree with this. Luca's not going to improve that much on defense to whatever extent he
Mhm.
does improve. We do want maximum whatever he can give, but we do need to have a roster that, like, even if Luca gambles and gives up a driving
Mhm.
lane, we got enough rim protection where it's like, kind of like
Yeah.
what we used to have with AD, where it's like, all right, AD's got you though, like, so you can take the risk and
Right.
you're not going to cost the
Right.
team. Right now, we don't have that roster construction, so that's something we're going to end up working on. And the Lakers are positioning themselves quietly, but surely in 2027, bro, they're gonna have a lot of cap space, and that Luca being a Laker is gonna attract talent. And
Mhm.
if we end up getting Giannis either next year, next summer, or the summer after, then that's going to attract a lot of the role players that we want and need. Like, they're going to be trying to get to there because they know they're going to be able to win. Like, there's no NBA player who will look at a roster with Luca and Giannis and be like, I don't want to play
Yeah.
with that. Like,
Sure.
like there's no role player in the NBA who's gonna be
Sure.
like that. Most of them are gonna be like, yeah, get me to the Lakers because that's
Yep.
automatic rings. Like, so we're gonna
Mhm.
have a lot of attractive. We're gonna be an attractive destination, and if it's not Giannis, it's gonna be another star. The Lakers are gonna get another star, I think, imminently, and I think, and it's looking like they're gonna do it in a way where they can keep Reeves too. I know that there was
Yes,
talk
they have
about
to.
Reeves being traded, but
Re-
go ahead.
I think my bad. I think the ownership is now at this point where like I know um we've discussed if there had to be a trade done, that's the only guy we would trade Austin Reeves for is a package would be for Giannis. But I think at this point, Austin Reeves, being gone for a month, coming back, playing great. I think ownership's like LA might riot if we trade Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
Even though I myself or just in person in LA, just talking to people basketball online, I feel most people agree if the only way to get Giannis was trading Austin Reeves, I feel most people are kind of okay. Not most, just most people I have spoken to
Yeah.
are okay with that. Obviously, I'm sure a lot of people are like,
I
"No,
have a
we wouldn't trade Giannis for anybody, not even
I have
Jokic."
a
So
I have a little caveat
um,
with that after you're done.
yeah. So I have a feeling from the ownership's point of view, they're not going to want to let because I keep hearing more and more Austin Reeves is going to be Laker for life, which is great. I love Austin Reeves. We all love Austin Reeves,
Yeah.
and yeah, we get a Giannis or somebody of that level with Luca and Austin Reeves. Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
sky should be the limit, and like you said, it should attract other people to come to the Lakers. What was your caveat?
So I now form it. I pose it as a question because I go back and forth on this. What happens to Reeves' value, not only in the eyes of the fans, but specifically more importantly in the eyes of the owners,
Hmm.
if he has another lackluster performance in the playoffs? I actually genuinely think that has the
Oh yeah,
potential to undermine his value, and then they'll be more willing
yeah,
to
for
trade him
sure.
if that happens. But
Yeah.
I actually am. I'm. He's improved significantly every year in the regular season so
Hmm.
much where I actually don't know that will be enough. Like, if he just has like a
Yeah.
mediocre, like, I mean, he'd have to be abysmally bad, I think, to really
Yeah.
tank his stock. But if he has like a kind of mid, I don't think that's gonna be enough. And if he performs well, I think that's gonna be,
Yeah.
we're not
If he's
getting rid of
well,
Reeves. Like,
if it's yeah, I agree. If he has a shitty playoff run, then yeah, I think they're gonna be like, hey, he's a great regular season guy. Can't get it done in the playoffs. He's
yeah,
definitely gonna be for sure. Don't like I said, these are Dodgers owners, back to back champs, like
Yeah.
World Series, what, like 5, 6 times in the past 7 years? Like they're not playing around. So I think they're just like, yeah, we just want to win. We don't. Yeah, but like you said, that is a good point to bring up about Austin Reeves. As much as a lot of people, if not majority of Laker Nation, wants him to remain a Laker, it's what he can do in the playoffs. Yeah, because we do get caught up in what he is doing in the regular season. In the playoffs, obviously, totally different beast. You did bring up one name earlier. It's totally random off topic. We can talk about it later, but you brought it up. We haven't talked about it. We haven't had a podcast since this happened. Anthony Davis on the Wizards,
Let's talk
Laker
about it.
champion.
Let's talk
Anthony
about it
Davis.
because
What did
I
how?
actually want to talk about this.
What do y'all think? This is my question, and we can talk about anything this involving him, the trade, Dallas. How do we think he's going to be on the Wizards next season? That was my question.
I think he'll start on the Wizards next season. I think whether he'll stay on the Wizards is up in the air for a bunch of reasons. One is like the Wizards, like they're trying to position themselves as like, oh, we got like an actual squad that can compete in the
Mm,
East next year. And if that works out, I think that will elongate his stint there. But if it
mm.
doesn't, I think they'll go back into rebuild mode and then he'll be traded again. So
This
it's
guy
really up
is.
in the air. But
It's the. I feel like,
it's a interesting turn of events because the main story to me isn't even the Wizards. The main story to me is the Dallas Mavericks
the
panic.
Mavericks should
They
help.
panic sold. I knew that this was going to be something that they were going to struggle with. I didn't know that they would actually go through with it. But now, to me, they've made the Luca trade worse because they
I
don't
know.
have anything to
Now
show.
it's like Luca's traded for Chris Middleton, Max Christie, and I don't even know who the rest of the guys are or their face.
There was another dude that they sent over there, but I think they got some
There's
picks back.
some.
Did they? Did they get picks from Washington?
Oh yeah, so I'm saying they got some picks.
Yeah.
I'm
So
I'm looking at their roster right now.
they got a bunch of. There was somebody online who did it, and they
The
had all
to the
the.
two main the Tyus Jones, was he on the Wizards, or they no they had, did they already have Tyus Jones? They got him at some point because he
No,
was on the
I
roster.
think Tyus was on the Wizards because Tyus was on the Grizzlies before, and then he went somewhere else. I think he
Yeah,
went.
he was all over. He's been like
Yeah,
three teams
he
in
was on the
1 year.
Wizards. He was on the Wizards. So that was
So he's
I think that was
now,
part of the trade package.
as of now, with Kyrie being out for the season officially, we got Max as the starting point guard and Tyus as the backup, and Chris Middleton. It's a good trade for Luca, for us, and some picks.
The Mavs got some picks, which I think is gonna eventually help them rebuild because they're kind of soft rebuild. It's a fascinating situation that they're in. But Kyrie coming back next year, we'll see what that is. Their rookie though is
Cooper
playing.
Flag.
Yeah, he's playing well, so that's a
Oh,
good
he's like
sign.
he's playing, and I don't care what nobody says. Conspiracy. The NBA had to. They gave Dallas that pick. I don't care wherever Adam Silver is. I know you gave them that pick. I know you felt bad for him. I don't care what anyone says. I want to. If I didn't see the ping pong balls in the room live, none of us did. Then I will not believe that Dallas got that. That's fair. They got Cooper Flag. That makes the trade fair. They got Cooper
You
Flag.
like that ain't it. That ain't it.
Yeah. So I mean, but
No,
Cooper
but I
Flag
mean
playing well
it's
helps.
it's
Go ahead.
literally yeah, it's my first show since in 2026. So I'm like, who are you people and what have y'all done? Like when we were talking about Giannis, like, oh, it's a reality now. No, I
Hmm.
think right now
Yes.
we all know the change of ownership and like everything that's been going on with the lack of effort, everything. I'm just like, guys got to know your time is coming, brother. Your time
Yep.
is coming. And as quiet as it's kept, there are rumors circulating that LeBron's returning back to Cleveland. So
Yep. Might be looking
got
that way.
space.
Which have a
We got
lot of cat salary space.
It would be interesting to see that actually. I think if he's gonna do a farewell tour, him doing a farewell tour in with the Lakers versus Cleveland, I think actually Cleveland would be more compelling as a storyline for the
Of course,
NBA
it would be it'd be
because
the
it's
most
yeah,
dramatic. Yeah, my bad. Like one of the most dramatic storylines. Like it would rival the Last Dance type of
yeah.
like whoever's gonna buy the rights
yeah.
to that documentary is gonna be like a bidding war. And I mean, when James Harden got traded, I was like, even before we heard that the
Right.
rumors of LeBron going back, I was like, something's going on. Like
Mhm.
maybe they're gonna be a James and James situation, and because
the
LeBron is known for going to teams and making sure he's teaming up with someone he
the
knows over
the
there.
beard and the brawn.
The
Right.
beard and the brawn. The beard. That's a good. I like that.
They're gonna make up something clever.
Beard and the
Just
Bron is
the
crazy.
beard and the
The
brawn.
beard and the
But
Yeah,
brawn.
for sure they will.
it will be interesting too if they acquire his son as a part of that.
Yeah,
That would be fascinating, and then maybe the Lakers can like low key get some trade chips out of it. Like, oh, you want Bronny, huh?
yeah, yeah, for real. Give us what's that fool's name? Tyson
It's like, all
youngster.
right, cool.
Like, we got you, bro. But no, I actually do think that
I
would
don't think they will
be.
give us a guaranteed.
Yeah, no, I think honestly, I
Yeah.
think the Lakers are just going to end up cutting
Go ahead,
Bronny,
Jason. My
and
fault.
yeah, I think the Lakers end up. I don't think they're going to trade for Bronny. I think the Lakers are going to end up cutting Bronny anyway, and then they'll pick up Bronny just to
The
satisfy
Cavs will pick
LeBron.
him up. Yeah,
Yeah, because they'll have the same incentive structure that the Lakers had. So I think that'll probably be how it goes down. But more power to Bronny. Bronny gets to be in the league longer, and him being in Cleveland
yeah,
with his dad actually also would enhance the storyline too. So I actually think that
yeah.
that is looking like a good storyline that I would be very interested in tracking. It'll be the most interested I've been in watching LeBron as a non-Laker in his entire career. Like
Yeah,
I've
for real.
watched as a basketball head, but I've never been
Yeah.
like emotionally invested in LeBron's success like that.
Hmm.
And then the most I've ever been was when he became a Laker and he won for us. And for him to leave, I would carry a little bit of that with him if he went to
Yeah.
Cleveland because it'd be like that's a damn good storyline and I want a hell of a way to go out. And he's had an amazing career just objectively, so that's why I think it'll be a great storyline. That said, it's an awkward team. It's a team full of talent, but if
Hmm.
I'm assuming Spider's there and Harden stays, you got LeBron, you still got Mobley, and you got the big man. That's a hell of a starting five,
Hmm.
and then
Yeah.
you got some bench pieces.
Jared Allen.
It's they can win in the East,
Yeah.
um, and the talent pool of that team, that roster compensates for whatever LeBron has lost in his age, so they can win in the East for sure. To have LeBron go there and then go to the finals though would be
Be
crazy.
crazy.
That would just be crazy. Um,
Imagine it was versus the Lakers.
that would be
The
crazy.
Lakers versus the Cavs.
That would be crazy.
That would
That would be
it'd be
insane.
like one of the highest rated finals probably
It
ever.
would be a crazy turn of events.
It
And
would.
as quiet as it's kept, I think it could actually happen. Just
I think
because
Good.
so
like
too.
the trade
It could.
when they traded Darius Garland and DeAndre Hunter, talking about the
Hmm.
Cavs, like you kind of got rumblings that something happened. They did that shit right after we
Yep.
played them, right after the Lakers played them in
Hmm.
Cleveland. So somebody had to say something. Like I'm not gonna claim tampering. I'm not Pablo Torre, but I will say like there had to been a conversation had for sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Had
And
I
I
mean,
go ahead.
no, I'll say you were saying he would like. I'm just reiterating what you said about the starting lineup. I'm looking at their whole roster and their depth chart. Like he would literally slot perfectly right into that three spot, like you said, next to Spida, Harden, Mobley, Allen, because Dean Wade is like their pretty much starting guy. I'm sure that he would go. He wouldn't mind going to the bench if LeBron came, and they got a nice bench still. So yeah, it would literally be a perfect fit. It's not like anyone has to. He's going to a team that's got a strong three or a wing already.
And
It
how do
would
you
work out
stop
perfectly.
that offense though? It's actually a pretty damn good offense. Like you got a lot of weapons,
Yeah,
and you got
he.
somebody like Harden who might, he has a reputation for like sinking in the playoffs. But even if he did, you still have LeBron, Mobley,
Hmm.
and Spider as options. So
Yeah,
that's
and
to me,
Mobley's getting better and better.
Yep,
yeah, it's a pretty damn good team in the
he
East.
is.
Like the East is gonna have can that team beat the new and improved Pacers? I think so. Can that team beat the Knicks? I think so. Like even as presently
Mhm.
constructed, unless either one of those teams has some kind of addition we don't know about. Like say the Knicks got Giannis instead of Cat. Okay, well then now you're talking about a different team. But like
Mhm.
as currently constructed, yeah, they could run the East. So like they would be an interesting team to watch. I think.
I am excited the team you just mentioned to watch next year. I always say like to root
Oh,
for them
just real quick.
because they
Sorry, I just want
yeah.
to throw this out real quick. Sorry, because it came to my mind. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that
Okay.
team with Boston fully loaded would be a hell of an Eastern Conference like final. That
Oh,
would be dope. That would be
that'd be a
dope to
great
me.
matchup.
That would, and like a rematch too, because LeBron has a history of beating the Celtics. Like that's just crazy to me. But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. I was saying a team you did mention that I think would also be a good matchup, a fun matchup to watch, who's horrible this year, but they'll be back. That they have pretty much a roster that's going to be all new next year. Not all new, but is the Pacers with Zubac
Yeah.
there.
Hmm.
They have like Halliburton hasn't played this year. Zubac is out right now. Obi Toppin's out. Neesmith is out. Like they've just obviously their whole team has been
Is
either out
Siakam
for the
out
whole
too?
season. Siakam's healthy. Our boy Jay Huff has been like one of the
Yeah.
league leaders in blocks.
Yeah.
He'll be a good back. He's been their starting center. And he'll be a good backup when Zubac comes back. And then
What's a little?
Jarris Walker is a great diamond in the rough they found. He's like a second, third year guy. He's a great wing. Then they still got Nemhard and they still got Siakam. I think the Pacers, as if they come back fully healthy next year, I think they're going to be a solid team in the East who they could make a run
What's
back
the what's
into the
the
finals.
the the white guard that they have? I forget his name. The little
Oh,
scratch.
McConnell, T.J. McConnell.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
Or Johnny Furphy. Well, he's a wing. Johnny Furphy.
No, no. I think you're talking. I think the first one is what you're
Yeah,
talking
T.J.
about.
McConnell. He's like the
Yeah.
oldest tenured Pacer. One of the older guys in the league, actually.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
very
I mean,
scrappy.
I think that they're gonna be when they're fully loaded, they're gonna be very interesting too. Oh, they got Turner still to it, right? Or am I tripping? No, they
Miles.
lost
No,
Turner.
no,
My bad. Turner went to the
he's on the
Bucks. Turner went
Bucks.
to the Bucks.
Bucks,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. My bad. I'm tripping. But yeah, but Siakam on them. Zubac was such a sneaky good pickup for them. I think that
That's why I was like, man, Pacers. Like, I
yeah,
would take Zubac over Miles Turner any day.
yeah,
I think
for sure.
they made a great move, but also they lost Benedict Mathurin, who I've actually liked him since his rookie year or two ago, 2 years ago. I
Hmm.
think he was a rookie, and I think it's a great. It was kind of like a win, almost a win-win trade. I feel for the Pacers. I think Mathurin's not even starting, and he's dropped like 30 and like 38, and will like
On
drop
the
30
Clippers,
against us the
he's
other
not
night.
starting that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know
Okay.
he's coming off the bench, and he dropped 38 in his first game. That was the game before we
Yeah,
played them, and then when they played us, he's a good
he's
wing.
good.
He's
Yeah.
strong too. I like him because I remember when he was a rookie, like he was guard locking up LeBron. I was like, who the fuck is this kid? And I was like, damn, this dude,
Right.
he's a good pickup for the Clippers. I think he's definitely gonna be someone they. I mean, they got Kawhi's number one. I think he's kind of slowly becoming their number two guy. Even though he's coming off the bench, like he's scored the second most points the last since he's been a Clipper. I don't know why he's not. They don't. Maybe they don't want him to start. They want to have him off the bench because their bench is kind of weak now.
I think there's a little bit of a politic because he's new, and so giving him a
Yeah,
starting role, I think that's they're trying to
and
like.
he's really
I
young,
actually,
but
yeah, I think he'll earn it like
oh, for
naturally
sure.
over time.
He's already like a Clipper fan favorite. Like I'm in like these groups that has Lakers versus Clipper fans. And all these
Yeah,
people are like, and they're all like older, like real Clipper fans, not the new bandwagon ones, and they all love him already. Yeah, because Dunn and Kawhi start on the wings, and Derek Jones and Lopez are at the power forward and center. So they have him coming in behind Chris Dunn and Derek Jones.
yeah. I think he's
Um,
already better than Chris Dunn, to be honest with you. So,
oh, for sure. I
yeah.
don't know why they don't want to start him over Chris Dunn. But I think because Chris Dunn's he's a decent defender. That's probably why they like have him next to starting with Kawhi. But anyway, that's some poverty team I don't even really care about. I just think they had a good pickup in Benedict Mathurin.
Yeah.
Did we lose Lante?
Yeah, we did. I'm trying to get him back. But on your like, there's a lot of teams like that got kind of like recomposed recently that I've been wondering about.
Mm-hmm. A
Um,
lot.
the other team that is kind of like a, I don't want to call them a garbage team. That's too disrespectful, but they're not doing much right now. Are the Warriors, and part of it is the injury bug. They lost Steph and everything. Steph has like a
Yeah.
degenerative knee thing that
It's
it's
starting to be the end of the
concerning
road.
long term, yeah, because of the way that he plays. It's the wear and tear showing on the way that he
Yep.
plays, and that sucks because that makes him more effective. So if he can't do that, then it undermines in a fundamental way how good he is. and that sucks. I don't want to see that happen to him. So they might want to think about a low management kind of strategy with that, a la Kawhi, but not as extreme, but to preserve his career because I think he does have several really good years left in the NBA.
Oh, for sure.
The other thing is like the team's window opened and closed pretty dang quick, and losing Butler
Hmm.
didn't help at all. But on
Yeah.
top of that, losing him, getting Porzingis is such a like desperation move to me. That
Yeah.
like,
When they got yeah, go ahead.
but I mean,
No, I was
I want to hear
saying
what you have.
when no, I was saying when they got Porzingis, I was like, because Porzingis has that he's been injury prone, and now he has that disease. It's called POTS. It's an acronym for something. Then that's what he, and now that's like a reoccurring thing that's gonna happen with him. And so it's like they're big three, quote unquote, or even big four. We include Draymond, like between Steph, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, Kristaps, like fully healthy. You think, oh, that's a nice starting five, with whoever
Yeah,
with Moses Moody or whoever else they have start with them, or D'Anthony Melton. But it's like their main guys are all now, you know, towards the end of their careers, getting older. They beat the Nuggets tonight, which shout out, thank you for doing that for us. Even though
yeah,
we're neck and neck with them with the Nuggets.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
it's just I think even when they're fully loaded and fully healthy again, let's say next season, they're not gonna do anything in the West. Like I
yeah,
just I don't see it.
I
So I don't
agree.
know. It's kind of sad because it's kind of
Yeah,
wastes. I think
Steph's yeah,
Steph's
the
years.
last
It's
he
like
can come
yeah.
to the Lakers if he wants. Oh well, welcome him without
I think that
losing
they would
Luca or
boycott.
Austin Reeves.
I think they would. I think they would burn down Chase Center if that happens, bro. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
The Lakers are going to position themselves to attract somebody.
Hmm.
Giannis is one of the things that's being floated around. I'm hearing Kawhi. That would be an interesting
I
thing. I
just
actually
saw
am
that
very
recently.
ambivalent. Yeah,
I just
I'm
yeah, I
very.
was like, yeah. How
How
do
do
you
you
feel?
feel?
How do you feel? No, you
Oh,
go, you go, bro.
okay. So I think that the strategy. Oh, welcome back, Alonso. The strategy would clearly be the low management thing with him. And
Hmm.
so you want to construct the roster in a way where, he could sit out every so often or whatever without pissing off the NBA.
Hmm.
But he needs to be available in the playoffs, right? Now, if they try that and it works, nobody will care. If they try that
Yeah,
and it doesn't work, everybody's going to scream, "We knew it." Like
yeah,
we told you. Like that's what it's going to be. So I and it's actually like the thing with him is that he's so good when he plays that
yeah.
it's not
It's
really like AD. It's different. It's not the same because AD when he would
yeah,
play was like up and down roller coaster, particularly in the
exactly.
playoffs. When Kawhi plays, it doesn't matter if it's the regular season or the playoffs. He balls and it's incredible. It's like consistent. He's like a fucking robot. So like if you pair that with Luca, and also the Lakers are weak where he's the best, which is that
Yeah,
defensive wing, right? If you pair him with Luca,
yeah,
where all the offense isn't run on him, it's Luca and then him taking turns. Oh, like on paper, that's diabolical. Plus, you got Reeves. You got,
hmm,
whoever our big man would be at that point. It really wouldn't matter that much. Like we had Aiton or whoever the Walker Kessler. I don't think he's gonna be available anymore. But let's say we replace Aiton with Walker Kessler, or we just kept Jackson Hayes. At that point, it really wouldn't matter because like we would have so
yeah,
many other offensive weapons if we managed to keep Rui in that equation or keep
mm,
the shooter we just got like so like them with
Luke
shooters
Kennard.
everywhere. Yeah, Luke Kennard. If we have Luke Kennard out there, I think eventually we're gonna have the rookie, or do Thero. He's gonna be out there
yeah,
playing defense with Kawhi. I'm telling you, that could work on paper. Now, I'm ambivalent because if there's too many regular season games where Kawhi's not available and we're losing those games,
hmm,
and this is a roster that doesn't have Giannis, then I'm gonna start to feel a little similar to what like, a lot of people felt with AD, where it's like, I mean, you're good, but you're not available, bro. So like,
yeah,
if we're losing without you, bro, like you know what I mean? Or if there's an overuse of Luca because our offense has to do. But I don't know because if we're dependent on Luca and Reeves, I mean, they've kind of showed this year that we can do that and that can function. So
Hmm.
I'm ambivalent, even in articulating to you. I'm going back and forth, right? So I don't know. It could work, but what do you
as
think? I want to know what you think.
as long as since he's come to the Clippers, so first year 57 games, next year 52, next year 52, 23-24 season, only season he's cracked 60 games, 68. It's good for any aging veteran, pretty much to hit the 70 game mark. Then last year's out most of the season 37. This year he's at 43 games out of 56, which is actually not bad. So he might get to 60, 70 games this year. If he can, my thing is if he came to the Lakers, if he can play at least 65 games, 60 games, I know he's getting older, but if he can do 60, 65 games and then be healthy in the playoffs, I'm good. I've always been a Kawhi fan. As much as I dislike the Spurs, I liked Kawhi when he came to the league. You know, I wasn't a fan of LeBron. I felt like Kawhi was like built to be like a LeBron stopper. We saw that in the finals matchup where Kawhi was locking him down. And then, they both come to they have like a little rivalry. I think it's like it's a respectful rivalry, then they both came to LA. Um, and you see them like going back and forth like in a friendly way. So I think they have like a friendly rivalry. People always kind of pitted them against each other, and I've always liked Kawhi. Like even though we won a chip with LeBron and AD, if we could have had Kawhi instead of LeBron, I would have been all for it. I've just always I really like Kawhi's game. He's just you say he's like a machine. Like
I
I think he's
wouldn't.
a hilarious.
I
You don't like you don't like Kawhi. I'm saying
like
he has
that
to be
at
healthy.
all.
He has to be if he's
Yeah,
healthy. Now he
y'all know
misses.
I'm in motion right now. But look, my thing
Yeah,
is, it's like with Kawhi, you got to take Uncle Dennis with him. It's like I'm like, damn, like I don't want
I was
Uncle
gonna get.
Dennis.
I was gonna get to the scandals part. That was gonna be what I was like.
Yeah, like
If you can play 65
I don't want
games
Uncle
and
Dennis.
not have fake tree companies, then I'll be cool.
Not
Yeah,
fake tree
like that
companies.
aspiration thing is crazy. Pablo Torre has
Wild.
been. Uh, it feels like Pablo Torre been dropping on his head top for like a good uh 8 months to a year. like, like it's just like, and then he keeps coming with more receipts. I'm waiting on the NBA. I'm like, what y'all waiting on?
Yeah, I'm like this. He's like making like a. I mean, the sports world people knew who he was, but I feel like he's really using this. Pablo Torre is really using this to become like motherfucking Barbara Walters or some like like a
Right.
really legendary name in like 60 minutes. I forget. Well, I can't even think of
Walter
other famous names.
Cronkite,
Walter
dead
Cronkite.
ass.
That's exactly what I was
Yeah,
trying to think of. But
yeah.
yeah, if Kawhi, if we're still waiting to see what's gonna happen. There's still all that's still going on. But Kawhi, just as a basketball player, 3 quarters of the season healthy, I would take Kawhi. Obviously in his prime when he was younger, he was a beast. But yeah, you know, we'll well, he was rumored with the Lakers. I mean, hopefully it's just a rumor because if he did come,
If
I think realistically, I don't know how much he'll play. We don't know. So
Yeah,
that'd be
well,
up
to
in the
me,
air.
okay, if you can't get Giannis and that's your consolation, it's not that bad. Like
Yeah.
to me, you know what I mean? Like as opposed to getting nothing or no one till the next year. Like
Hmm.
it's an interesting proposition. Like I wouldn't just be like, nah, it's whack. I'd be more like, let's try it. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
more
Let's see
willing to
whatever.
try that than I was to try Russell Westbrook, right? Like to me,
Hmm.
like that it's a kind of like medium risk, high reward. Like it's not like low risk because you could tank one of Lucas prime years basically with a failed experiment. But
Hmm.
on paper, it works a lot better than Russell Westbrook. There's no fundamental change to like the core DNA of who he is as a player that you have to change to make him work with Luca or make Luca work with him. It's like actually he enhances the team because he's strong where the team is weakest, and that's just wing defense. Like really defense in general, but wing defense in particular. And then also he's really good on offense. And
Yeah.
like to have your offensive options and weapons be Luca, Reeves, Kawhi, and then any ancillary pieces that we have, like Luke Kennard from from three, or whatever you can get from Rui. To me, that could work. So I mean, I'm not gonna be anti it, but I'll be skeptical if it happens. I'll be like, okay, let's see, and I'll be upset if it fails, but I'm not gonna be like I'm gonna be happy if it's if it works, right? So as long as we get a championship, bro, and then Kawhi can really say he runs LA, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I think would be like hilarious about that. It's like, yeah, you didn't really run LA till you came to the right team, bro.
See, exactly.
But yeah, that's how I feel. And then I do think a Duke Hero, it would be interesting to watch him develop alongside Kawhi. And I wonder if I don't know about Kawhi's personality in terms of like taking people under his wing, but it would be interesting if he could impart something to a Duke Hero. I think that could actually help a Duke Hero's trajectory. Because a Duke Hero, I think, is the kind of prototype the Lakers need. To be honest.
Yes. I agree on that.
Another topic I wanted to talk. Well, I don't want to switch topics unless y'all are done on this one. But
Yeah, no, we can switch. We can switch topics.
So I heard that they're thinking about waiving Nick Smith Jr. to pick up somebody off of the buyout. Did y'all hear about that?
No,
I did. I heard.
Not the buyout. I mean, sorry. What is
just
it,
the
Nick
free
Smith Jr.?
agents.
No, the Nick Smith Jr. is a
G-League?
two-way, right? It's a two-way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Smith Jr. is a two-way still, right? He didn't get a contract, right?
Let me double check. I think he's two-way. I could tell you.
I'm pretty sure he's a two-way.
Yeah,
He's still two-way. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
See,
he's
but
two-way.
this is the reason
Him.
why signing. I mean, if you like Kobe Buffkin, you should have just let Nick Smith Jr. and sign Kobe Buffkin, and then we don't have the situation that we have right now. Because like it's like the guys like us getting Luke Kennard makes Tom Connect extendable. Like, but they
Yeah.
guaranteed his contract before. So we'll have like if we were to cut him, we'd have his dead money on the books next year. We don't want that because we still have $12 million of dead money for the next 3 years, I believe. So it's just like, bro, like, man, they gotta get their shit together, bro. It really.
Yeah, I
this
agree.
is
But
like,
with the Nick Smith Jr. thing, it would be, I assume, another two-way contract that they want to give to somebody. And I was going to ask you guys if you heard about it because I forgot who the person was, but I'm thinking it's Mannion. So you would trade.
He's a two-way. Yeah.
Yeah. So you would, but
Man
is
is two-way.
he's already a two-way on our team?
Yeah,
Or
our three two-way players are Mannion, Nick Wright, and Drew Timmy.
okay, so it wouldn't be swapping Nick Smith Jr. for him specifically, but it's some other player who supposedly, I guess, fits a 3-and-D wing type archetype or something.
That's
don't know.
on the G League team, or
That's like not on a G League team. Like
not just like they're like not on a team right now. Like
Yeah.
they're just a free agent.
They got
Okay.
let go from a team recently, I think. But I didn't read the what I mean. This was like something I scrolled through real quick.
Yeah, I think you were right, but I think the buyout market is correct. It was the correct term.
Well, because if you get rid of a two-way, you can't add anybody that I mean, can you add a
Correct,
buyout player
yeah.
on a two-way? They have to be eligible,
No.
right?
They have to be on your G League. They'd have to play on they'd have to be on the G League roster, and then you give them a two-way. But every
Right, but
NBA
they'd
team's
have to be
allowed three.
eligible. There's an eligible.
Yeah.
Like if they play too many years, they. So
If he's
that's
like an
why I'm
NBA player, like someone who just got waived recently, from any player, so many trades
it's
of the
the one
trade.
we
Hayward
were talking
Highsmith.
about. No, me and you. Yes, Highsmith is eligible for
Yeah.
a two-way. That's who it was. Highsmith is eligible for a two-way, but did he get signed already or no?
no,
No, I think
Okay.
someone did pick him up, didn't they? Or I'm
I
tripping,
think
maybe.
he did get signed, but I don't remember who. But if he didn't, technically, hypothetically, he would be eligible for a two-way. So cutting Nick Smith Jr. or whoever would make sense. So I don't know. I just it's something I heard, but I probably should have did more research before I brought it up. I was just hoping you guys knew about it so you'd be able to fill in the gaps. But I had an incomplete understanding of what the report was. So let me see if I can find it real quick. If it takes me too long, I just won't do it.
yeah, like
Haywood Highsmith is
Well-
the Suns. The Suns picked him up.
the Suns
Okay.
picked him up.
So it wouldn't be
Yeah,
Highsmith.
I remember. I knew someone just picked him up. I just couldn't remember. I looked it up. Yeah, someone. But you
Oh,
know
it
what's
was
funny?
JSM. It was JSM. He was talking about some athletic wing. Okay, yeah. I don't.
And
remember
what's
who-
speaking of the Phoenix Suns, you know who's a free agent this summer? Is the guy we tried
Which
to
one?
trade for last year, Mark Williams. It'd be funny if we try to
Oh,
sign him
wow.
again for like cheap.
Wait, he's
I'm
a
look-
free agent. He got cut.
No, he's a free agent this summer. I'm looking at I'm looking at the free agents this summer. So like, say LeBron, does go to Cleveland, we have all that salary cap space. Like we could get a star and some other guys. So I'm just looking at all the free agents, the top like 30 free agents for this summer. I keep forgetting we're in 2026. I mean, the year's already 2 months over already. Um, but yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of free agents. I would love to get Jalen Duren, but I know the Pistons are not letting him go at all. Who the number one team in the league, Detroit Pistons. Remember when we're talking about them? I can't. They
Yeah.
got the
Yep.
number one record, man. They got a good squad. They beat the Knicks easily without Jalen Duren, without their big man. He's one of my favorite centers now. That dude built like a superhero. Like
It really is, and it's just, I really feel like we could get the right matchup, and our
hmm
ceiling could be the Western Conference Finals, but I don't think we have enough talent to beat the team that we'd see in the Western Conference Finals. So like I know we had our expectations of where everything was. And so far the Lakers haven't dipped below my expectations for the season in terms of like maintaining that fifth seed or above. But
hmm
like, bro, like we're a fifth seed and we're super ass on defense. Like
Oh.
I
Sorry.
think we got, yeah, go ahead, Jason.
I'm so sorry. I finally figured out who he was talking about. So JSN was he. There's a handful of people that got cut that
who's
eligible
JSM?
for 2 ways.
Might be a stupid question.
JSM is one of the YouTube guys that I send you videos from. He like puts the pictures of the people on rosters, and
Oh,
he has
that's
like
okay.
like the pros and cons of what they offer as
Yeah,
free
yeah,
agents.
yeah. It's probably
But
one
one
of
of
those
them
guys
was
I don't
Johnny
like.
Juzang, and that's who I was
No,
looking at
he
the
just
picture.
got cut. Yeah, he just got
Yeah.
cut.
So one of them was like the Lakers could pick up Johnny Juzang as a 3-and-D kind of
UCLA.
archetype over. Yeah, and I'm biased. I'm all for it.
Yeah, I already
But
know.
that UCLA connection would be powerful. But he shoots 35% from three, which is okay.
Not bad.
Like Caruso used to shoot that. He's only 24, but he's 6'7", and
Yeah.
he has a 6'11" wingspan. So him specifically over Nick Smith Jr., you know, it's an interesting proposition. But that's who I was thinking of, and I saw his picture, but I couldn't remember who he was. But I was like, oh yeah, that's Juzang, duh. But yeah, anyway, that's who I was thinking about, and I didn't have enough in my memory. But sorry, Alonso, I cut you off only because I discovered what I was talking about the whole time. But
No, you
what were
good.
you? Yeah, I wanted to go. I'll just make sure you got to finish your thought though. I apologize.
Yeah, nah, this front office, this front office is cooked. They're done. And I think us getting um, a business, new business exec, it's about that time. I think it's clear that Giannis wants to be in a major market. That's the main reason why
Mm-hmm.
he didn't get traded. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that the teams that have the assets or the teams that didn't have the assets to suffice for the Milwaukee Bucks, I think now it's all on the table. So we'll see, man. Um, yeah, all of this stuff, like even the body language between Jeannie Buss and Magic Johnson was kind of weird today. Like they're
Friendly.
usually more friendly with each other,
Brotherly,
and it's just like
sisterly.
yeah, right. But now it's just like, bro, I think the writing's on the wall. I think Rob Pelinka is going to be fired before the summer. He will not get credit for a Giannis Antetokounmpo trade.
hmm I have a
Not this
feel. I don't
time.
know. I think I know we get on Rob a lot, or you get on Rob a lot. No, a lot of people will get on Rob, but I don't. I don't know what's gonna happen to Rob Pelinka. I know Jeannie. She'll be at least here for a few more years. Who knows? I think Mark Walters and his group is like, let's. They could have easily, I think the whole sale was, worked out where I'm sure she wanted to at least stay on. She got rid of her brothers, and it's just like, to have, it's a we've known as the Bus family our whole lives, rooting for Lakers. So I think keeping her was a smart move on their end, but I don't know when I'm sure she's gonna be phased out at some point in the next 5 years, I'm guessing. And then Rob, I don't know. I think it depends on. I don't know. For me, it's a question mark. I don't know if he'll be gone. I don't know if he'll be here. Um, I wanted to. I was still on the free agent thing. I was gonna bring someone up that I was curious about. in terms of we talk about defense. How do you feel? How do you guys feel about Dort, Lugens Dort from the Thunder? Because I've been hearing his name linked to the Lakers possibly trying to get him this summer. It could just be a
I mean,
rumor.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he'd be bad. I think he'd be,
I mean, he is
he's
a
an
good
archetype.
defender. He is a
Yeah,
great
that's what I mean.
defender.
Like
His
he would
offense
give.
is whatever.
Yeah, he would give the Lakers defense, but the Lakers don't need any one way players anymore. So that's the only thing.
Yeah.
He's limited. But because their defense is so terrible, he would still be an upgrade on the way to somebody more ideal, like a Adu Thero, who's a little bit more gifted on both sides of the ball. But I think that would be a step in the right direction. I mean, I think that Lou Dort is better than Rui on defense for sure. I think that he's better than, I mean, Reeves on defense at least. I think that he's an upgrade over Marcus Smart because he's taller.
Mm.
So I mean, it's a step in the right direction. It's just I don't know how much it moves the needle. I mean, if you're
I
gonna,
got
go ahead.
I got a question for you, but for you guys. Is Lante still there? Because I don't see him on my screen.
No, he just like
The whole time
disappeared from.
he came back. For some reason it's not showing on my screen. But anyway, all right. So well, to you, I'll pose this question, and Lante comes back on. If Atlanta does not pick up Kuminga's because he has a team option for
Yeah.
his this upcoming year. If say he doesn't perform well or intentionally doesn't wants to get, I don't know who. Atlanta's a cool city to be in. Um, would you want him on the Lakers if they gave him like a mid-level type of contract?
What does that mean? What
Like if it
make
wasn't
Lakers?
like if he was signed for like 20, like he's making what has a 2 year contract that he signed, a year ago, where he's making like 23 million a year. So let's just say that's what we give him a 2 year 40 million contract or something. I'm just trying to think of guys that say LeBron leaves and then Rui's a free agent too. Do we bring Rui back? Like we're gonna
Yeah,
need a two-way guys at the 3 and 4 spot. I feel that's because
yeah.
Reeves and
I don't.
Luca will be our starting guards, and then we'll need obviously like just guys from the 2, 3, 4 position who are two-way guys and centers
I'm
really.
not a. I'm not a fan of Jonathan Kuminga comes to the Lakers. I don't think he actually helps the Lakers. I think he's another kind of basically one way player. But
Okay.
and also I think that like Rui's better than him offensively,
Yeah. Yeah.
shooting
For
wise in
sure.
particular. So I wouldn't really want him. Adding him alongside that roster, like let's say I guess we end up paying him instead of LeBron because we don't land a star next year. To me, that doesn't really help us that much. Is I guess is it so then the question becomes is it better than nothing? Which is better? Like a lesser role player or him? And I don't know. I just genuinely don't know how I feel about that. Like so that I mean, if those are the choices, then maybe Kaminga's better than that. Like getting no one or getting like a bunch of lesser known role players who are kind of mediocre. But I mean, he's kind of just above mediocre, and to me, the only thing that makes him above mediocre is because he's just dumb athletic, and that
Mm,
athleticism is something the Lakers need. But he's not particularly that good on defense. He's not that good on offense, but he's athletic as shit, so he can do things like get rebounds, get steals, jump in passing lanes, maybe block some shots. He can do things like that, but I don't know how do you use him effectively on the roster. I'm
mm,
not really sure. So that's why I'm like I'm very hesitant on him. I would rather get Wiggins, but Wiggins is more expensive. I think Wiggins
mm,
has a
mm,
way clearer ability to help the team. It's just that I'm not
mm.
willing to pay what it would cost to get him. But
Yeah, for sure.
talent wise, he'd be better. So I don't know.
Two-way
I'm
guy.
not really for yeah. I'm not really for Kuminga.
Mm.
I'd rather try to go all out on Kawhi or something, and
Yeah.
then
Oh, I would
if
take. Yeah, for
not,
sure.
if not,
I'd
just
rather
sign a
have.
bunch of
Yeah, I'd rather have
like
60 games of Kawhi than
yeah,
80
but
of Kaminga.
I mean like I'd rather sign a bunch of like expiring
Role
contracts and
players.
then
Yeah.
yeah, and then just go all in on Giannis the next year or whoever in the next year when we have the most cap space. Than to pick up Kamingo on like a 2 year deal. I mean, if it's a 1 and 1, that's fine because it's effectively a expiring contract. So you could do that. But if he wants like 2 years and then an option, I wouldn't do that because you're gonna tie up $20 million. I mean, unless you can, I don't know what the numbers are like, but if the Lakers can do that and not compromise their ability to get Giannis, then maybe you do that. But they need to get a big if they're gonna replace Aiton. They're gonna have to invest money in that. I don't know who's gonna be available though. But what time is it? Huh. Well, I seem to have lost my compadres. That's weird. Let me see if I can get them back real quick. But yeah, so I mean, just to wrap up, just to kind of talk, I guess, to people watching the stream, so that we're not wasting too much time. I'm not really a fan of Kaminga. Adding Kaminga, I think, doesn't really move the needle for the Lakers. It gives the Lakers athleticism, maybe some rebounding and things like that, but it doesn't really give Lakers, I think, enough to make them a championship caliber team. So, I wouldn't say I'm hard nosed opposed to it. It's just more like I would be willing to explore, some other better options, to the extent that there were any. So that's how I feel about that. Another player that came up actually that I was actually going to bring up was Draymond Green. I actually think the Lakers should stay completely away from Draymond. I don't think that they should try to pursue Draymond. I don't think whatever Draymond can give the Lakers, I don't think it's going to move the needle. So I don't think that they should even bother. And I'm not even sure what kind of contract Draymond would even want to come play with the Lakers. But yeah, but yeah. So I'm gonna try to get my compadres back if they show up. They do. If they're not, we'll just go ahead and wrap it up. We're not gonna wait too much longer. I just texting them right now. But yeah, we got to talk about a lot of topics, and we got a lot of other topics to come. Actually, one of the topics I was going to try to ask Samurai about was what he felt about the All Star game. Oh, there he is. He's back. So I definitely am going to try to ask him about that because I'm actually curious what he thought about that. See if I can get him on. Um, I see that he's on, but I don't hear him, so I don't know. See what's going on. Um, Egyptian Lake, are you there? Huh. I wonder what's going on. I wonder if you can hear me. All right, I guess we're gonna try to reconnect. All right, we're gonna wait like a couple more minutes because I really want to ask him this question. Because like, I really want to see because he's been talking about the All Star format or whatever. I actually didn't even watch it, but I wanted to kind of know what he thought about it. I wasn't really interested in watching it. Also, I was super busy that day that it happened, but because of that, I wasn't really interested in watching it. But my dad called me. He was like, "Man, they balled. Are you seeing this? Are you watching this?" So it must have been something to watch. It's something I plan to watch later, actually. But let's see if he can reconnect. Um, but yeah, I guess this would be a good time to say this. If you, I want to know what you guys think. If you guys want to leave your thoughts in the comments, what do you guys think about the Lakers not only prospects for the playoffs this year, but also prospects for acquiring a star like a Giannis or a Kawhi or whoever within the next 2 years. On a scale of 1 to 10, do you think it's like really like 10 is like it's really really likely it's gonna happen definitely, and 1 is like it's not very likely. What do you guys think is more likely? So it's like two separate comments, I guess, two separate ideas in one. Go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments down below. We would like to hear from you on that. And if I don't hear from my co-hosts soon, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll save that question that I have for Egyptian Laker for another time. But yeah. All right, unless he comes during my closer right now, I'm gonna go ahead and just go through with it and wrap it up because I don't want to wait too long. Thank you for joining us on the Laker Loyalty Podcast. I have been one of your three co-hosts, Black Muse. We also had Egyptian Laker, aka Samurai the Seventh, and we also had So Damn Ice Cold, aka Alante, joining with us. Oh, he's back.
Oh, finally. Dang, trying to hold me down.
Yeah, I was just about to wrap up, but I'm glad you came back because I have a question for you. But I want to make sure you got a chance to. Were you in the middle of a thought when you dropped out? Can you hear me? I can't hear you, but I see you pointing and stuff. Dang. Um, okay. Oh man, he's gonna leave and come back. Is this maybe? I don't know if this thing like superheats the phone because it's using hella RAM. That would suck though. Ah man, I'm only holding on because I really want to ask him this question about the All Star game. All right,
All right, can you hear me?
I can. Can
Can
you
you
hear
hear
me?
me?
Yes, I can. I hear you.
Yeah, yeah. No, I was not
You went in and out again, but I heard part of that. If you can hear me, I'm gonna ask the question, and then hopefully you can answer it. The question is, I wanted to know what you thought about the All Star game because you had a lot to say about it before, and I didn't even watch it because I was busy. But I wanted to know if you liked it or what you thought about it, and I'll just let you talk, and hopefully it'll record on your end because I can't hear you, but maybe the audience will be able to when it all uploads. But what did you think about the world versus the whatever it was? Did you watch it, and what did you think about it? Oh, he dropped out. Dang. Man. Well, you probably heard me ask him that. I've said it a couple times now. We're just having technical difficulties, so I don't know, man. It just feels like we're just gonna have to wrap it up and talk about it the next time because I don't know what to do other than that. But part of me feels like I should stall and try to give him the opportunity to like answer that question. It's the last question I have actually. I really wanted to answer, but man, I told him I really want him to answer that question on the live stream. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't know if he could even get my text messages because he's using his phone. Sorry for the delay, y'all. These technical difficulties be killing me, man. Everybody got to upgrade their shit, bro. Yeah. Man, technology is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it sucks. It sucks. All right, we'll do the question next week. All right, y'all. I've been your host, Black Muse. Welcome to Laker Loyalty Podcast. And remember, you can't spell loyalty without the LAL. Y'all, peace out. Uh-oh. See if we got him. One more time. I still can't hear you, but try to answer the question real quick before I boost you out. Just answer it. Dang, it booted him out again. Oh, man. All right, I'm just going to wrap up because it doesn't look like this technology is going to work. All right, we're out. Laker Loyalty Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Black Muse. We had Egyptian Laker, a.k.a. Samurai the 7th, and we also had Alante, a.k.a. So Damn Ice Cold. I'm your boy. Remember, you can't spell loyalty without the L-A-L. Y'all be easy.